Welcome to Selectory, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the 10 best mystery movies on Netflix. Puzzle solving skills are the perfect way to spend your free time, especially if you enjoy watching mystery movies. Imagine how exciting it would be to try to solve the case yourself, even if you don't get the answer right. If you're looking for a thrilling experience that will keep you guessing until the end, then this list of mystery movies on Netflix is perfect for you. From simple and straightforward murders to crime-heavy thrillers, these mystery films will keep you on the edge of your seat the entire time. So get ready to be provoked and puzzled. Number 10, Raat Uk Ali High. Honey Trahan's Raat Uk Ali High is the perfect murder mystery. It has a stellar cast, it's built like a slow-burn thriller with notable characters, and it has atmospheric visuals. A haunting background score and a twist you won't see coming make it a definite must-watch. In the interest of murder mystery lovers, it is important to note that while you may have guessed how this mystery ends, we have been spoiled by modern stories that aim to keep you on the edge of your seat with a big reveal, rather than take you on a cinematic journey. This is where Raat Uk Ali High differs. It lets the story breathe, without pressure to stun the audience with every turn of the plot. It focuses on telling you a story about a family, their secrets, and their interpersonal history. The film keeps you on your toes, guessing and theorizing about what will happen next while unraveling like a tease. We admit, we are big fans of whodunits. It's not always easy to guess the culprit, but we always try to guess who they are within the first 30 minutes of the story. Even though Raat Uk Ali High follows a typical whodunit structure, it doesn't play by the usual rules. Number 9, The Life of David Gale. The Life of David Gale was released almost 2 decades ago, but Netflix is bringing the 2003 thriller drama back to life. It was the last film from legendary British filmmaker Alan Parker, who passed away around a year ago in 2020. The Life of David Gale, with an all-star cast including Kate Winslet, Kevin Spacey, and Laura Linney, is a heartbreaking depiction of the death penalty. The film tells the story of a man who's done all the right things in life, until he finds himself on death row for raping and murdering his colleague. With just 3 days before his scheduled execution, he decides to give an exclusive interview to a hungry reporter who has been chasing after it. The question is, will he make it out alive? Or will she be the one to tell the prisoner's story after he's gone? The Life of David Gale is a film with a lot of controversy surrounding it. It was nominated for the Human Rights Award from the Political Film Society, and met international acclaim at the prestigious Berlin International Film Festival, but unfortunately, it is still underrated by critics. Number 8, The Invisible Guest. A good mystery is a delicate balance. It has to nod to its audience with beloved tropes, but also find a way to keep them guessing. It's not really a secret, but it's not easy either. Especially if it's an audience of seasoned genre enthusiasts. The film follows Adrian Doria, a man who is living at the top of his life. He had it all, an amazing career, a beautiful wife, and a wonderful family. But when he wakes up in a hotel room with the body of his dead mistress, Laura, his whole world comes crashing down. It's as if someone is holding a secret inside. He swore he didn't do it, but there were no witnesses to anything happening. The door was chained from the inside, and all the windows were sealed. There's a lot to love about this film. It is gorgeous, which becomes apparent when the screen is filled with simple, tight shots contrasted against flyovers of Spanish mountains and forest roadways. The scenes move seamlessly between Doria's story and the present day, giving it a fluid feel. And just like any great thriller, it's tense up until the end. Mystery fans will love the film for its suspenseful twists and turns. Number 7, Kahani. Kolkata is in a frenzy over the annual Durga Puja festival, where pregnant Vidya Bagchi steps off the plane from London. She immediately goes to the police station to file a missing person report. Weeks ago, her husband Arnab arrived in India for a job assignment. The first 2 weeks, they talked daily on the phone, and then all of a sudden, his call stopped. No matter where she turns, no one remembers him. The guest house he stayed at can't help her, and his workplace doesn't know him either. Vidya's search continues, but she will not give up until she discovers the dangerous truth. The pacing is moderate for the first part of the story. But as the plot gets more complicated, it speeds up. The brisk storytelling requires your absolute attention, but you never lose a moment with this story since it has been so gripping from the beginning. Kahani's climax is one of the best in recent times, and it will leave you utterly spellbound. Amidst the ordinary and predictable endings of other Bollywood films, Kahani has an impressive climax. It's one of the best we've seen in recent memory. Watch this film and you'll experience something so satiating, it will leave you wanting more. Number 6, State of Play. The movie is as dense as a Watergate-era newspaper, but also as immediate as a blog. It grabs the viewer's attention and doesn't let go until the very end, revealing a huge conspiracy. A petty thief gunned down in an alley, and a representative's assistant who falls in front of a subway. These two seemingly unrelated deaths would be no concern for Cal McCaffrey, the wisecracking reporter, but what if he noticed some kind of conspiracy? Assisted by the ambitious writer Della Fry, Calvin begins to investigate some corporate connections and finds something mysterious. Closely following clues, he soon realizes the representative is connected to an enormous corporate cover-up, full of insiders, informants, and assassins. But as he draws closer to the truth, the relentless journalist must decide if it's worth risking his life and selling his soul for this story. State of Play is a picture puzzle with many different paths. One moment, we're on a primrose path, only to be tripped and forced to consider another. And then another. Finally, the last of those misdirections seems unnecessary, but director Kevin MacDonald keeps us guessing as he juggles the film's several plots. His focus is always on the last word of the title, play. Number 5, Zodiac. Based on the notorious Zodiac killings, Zodiac is the most sensationalistic and most entertaining of serial killer movies. It's not merely based on California's infamous Zodiac killings, but seems to exude the very stench of its bloodstained time period. The killer generously supplied so many clues that Sherlock Holmes might have solved the case, had he only sat down at the desk in his living room. But many years passed before a newspaper cartoonist pieced together the pieces of the puzzle, and all the while the guilty man went unpunished. It's not enough to have several important facts, but you also need to make sure they are connected in a way that makes sense. The most impressive achievement in this film is that it gathers a bewildering labyrinth of facts and suspicions over years, and makes this journey suspenseful and frightening. We could have mired ourselves in endless debate about the Zodiac investigation, but director David Fincher and his writer, James Vanderbilt, find their way through the murk with great clarity. The film is more about the journey than the final destination, and it's a journey worth taking. Number 4, Shutter Island. In 1954, up-and-coming U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels is sent to investigate the disappearance of a patient from Boston's Ashcliffe Hospital. He felt like he was brought to the island for a reason, but before long he thinks there's more to it than just personal reasons. He becomes convinced that it's part of a twisted plot by doctors at the hospital, to force him to accept radical treatments. Some are unethical, some are illegal, and some are downright sinister. After Teddy's exhaustive investigative work, he suspects there's a key piece of information hidden in hospital records. The hospital refuses him access, but he persists to stand up for what he believes is the truth. As a hurricane causes communication issues, more dangerous criminals are able to escape in the confusion. The clues are puzzling, improbable, and Teddy starts to doubt everything: his memory, his partner, even his sanity. Full of flashbacks and haunting dream sequences, the film takes place at various locations, ranging from the island itself to the concentration camp at Dachau. The audience is constantly confused as to what is reality and what is a dream. If you're looking for a movie that will keep you guessing, don't miss this one. Number 3, The Game. The film centers around Nicholas Van Orton, a wealthy investment banker who receives a mysterious birthday present from his brother Conrad. When he takes part in this game, unusual events start to happen that interfere with his daily routine and threaten his life. The closer he gets to finding the mastermind behind the game, the more perilous the events become, which is why he's so close to death. But he must risk everything to find out the deadly secret. Entertaining, suspenseful, and full of surprises, this film is sure to keep viewers interested the whole way through. The incidents that are shown in a sequence are continually making us wonder what is happening, and with rapid changes in events, we're always entertained. There are many occurrences throughout the movie that are not apparent at first. However, they're all explained at the end of the film, so the audience is enticed to watch more of the story unfold. We get caught up in the characters' lives, wondering who is good and who is bad, and how the events all tie together. We highly recommend this movie to anyone who enjoys mystery stories, thrilling suspense, and twists. It is beautifully structured, and will be a great addition to your list of movies in this genre. Number 2, Wind River. Miles from the nearest town, deep into the vast and unforgiving white territory of the Wind River Indian Reservation, Corey Lambert found a frozen body of Natalie, a young Native American. This is a federal crime, so the FBI sends the inexperienced but courageous agent Jane Banner to lead the investigation. Unprepared for the job, she teams up with Corey right away to solve Natalie's murder. Before long, Corey will inevitably have to face his own past. At the same time, Jane also wants to see justice done, and they both want a fruitful alliance. Will they find a way to unite their aims? The film fervently avoids cliches and wastes no time. The plot is tightly edited and full of moments that make sense, not artificial actions or performances. Everyone and everything is there with a reason, and best of all, the audience gets to follow along and connect dots. Wind River is a movie that will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. It's an intelligent and subtle gem with a mesmerizing storyline, one that deserves all the attention it can get. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 1, Mystic River. Clint Eastwood's Mystic River is a dark, ominous brooding about an unsolved crime that haunts three friends. The movie explores the lives of three boys who grew up in an Irish neighborhood of Boston. After one of them was captured by a child molester, their lives were forever changed. When all grow up, they find themselves living out uneasy lifestyles, but it all changes when the latest tragedy occurs. The first thing that will catch your eye about this film is the quality of the actors. They display a level of emotion on screen that you might not expect from a story with a crime as the basis. It's as if they're reluctant to allow themselves to be happy, even though it's been a long time coming. Although the plot of Mystic River is a typical police procedural, it's about more than simple guilt. It's about the pain that spirals over the decades, as well as unspoken secrets and unanswered suspicions. Even more, it's about the private loyalties of husbands and wives. Though the movie drags a bit at the end, it is nonetheless a tough, brutal and uncompromising film. This is unquestionably Eastwood's best work in years. A masterpiece. Be sure to check out this video here on Selectory, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.